Hi. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm so proud and happy to bring to you Hollow Knight 6-year meme day today. I've been working on this for like over a month now, or 2 months actually, and I'm so thrilled that it's finally here. Uh, my brain. I'm here with Kuroshi. We're gonna con
Hello.
the Eternal Ordeal event first. But first off, I need to give a few shout outs. Sierra did the wonderful layouts that you'll see throughout all of meme day and the regular event. Like when the runners are running, all the pretty backgrounds, that was all them. They did an amazing job with them. Please give them some love and a follow if you can. I need to give a ginormous shout out to Noodles, who is going to be restreaming the entire day of meme day, which is boggling. He offered to do it, and how could I turn down such a amazing request? It's just whoa. But yeah, I really hope everyone has a wonderful time today. It's going to be a long event, so if you can't make it throughout the whole thing, of course, no worries there. But let's get into it. Why don't you
Yeah,
tell us
that's
about today's events?
okay. Yeah, thank you, Sylvie. Thank you for the shout outs and all the starts. Yeah, I mean, first off, we have the amazing Eternal Ordeal Eternal Ordeal 1 mg. But before that, of course, we have a whole list of wonderful runs for all of you to enjoy. Just a chill pill. Just like think of it as like a appetizer before the main course tomorrow. Of course, we have amazing runs such as 4MS. Very competitive. I think even for a meme category, wouldn't you agree, Sylvie?
Definitely.
4MS has been popping off lately. 4MS has been popping off. New world
Huge.
records here and there. And after that, we have low percent TE dropless. All right.
I'm
Low percent
excited
TE
about that.
dropless. You might think it's kind of like low percent TE, but nah, it's about a 10% of the time, but like 10 times the fun. I can assure you that. And then we have on top of that we have NOS percent, with a bunch of different style runs in different patches. I don't
Crazy,
know if
actually.
the crazy runs, right? It'll be you can definitely see the differences of different patches and why certain patches might be better than others. Well, I'm not biased or anything. I'm not gonna say that. And then after that, we have the amazing, wonderful run of Zero Geo. Of course, the lovely Monster also just raided us. Monster used to have the Zero Geo Reki. Of course, Blue has it. I think I forgot who has it now, but it's a for fun, a fun loving experience. And after that, we also have ACN KGPZ. That's a mouthful. ACN KGPZ, whatever that is. Oh, no, let's keep it to be a surprise, whatever ACN KGPZ is. And then to finish everything off, we have an amazing run by an amazing runner. All grubs, all glitches. Cause you can't have a wonderful Hollow Knight run without seeing a bunch of grubs here and there. Seeing the
I,
cute little grubbies being saved. Of course, you'd love that, wouldn't you, Sylvie? I don't know.
oh my god. I cannot. I am so excited for AGAG run by
Yes.
Blossom. So
AGAG,
excited.
whatever you want to call it, it's a wonderful event. But before anything else, of course, we have to start with the Eternal Ordeal, Eternal Ordeal percent 1 mg. Why we add a percent there? I don't know why. We're just speedrunners. We add percentages behind every single thing.
All right, I think that is perfect. Thank you so much. I think we should transition, and I'll ping A press, and we'll get ourselves going.
Oh, there we go. All right. So I think we can start soon. So you might be wondering, what's for those of you who aren't in the know of what Eternal Ordeal is. I mean, you'll find out eventually. But I mean, if you're a Zote fan, you may or may not like this. All right. Of course, you may or may not like this. If you're a Zote fan, you may or may not like this, but you'll definitely see a lot of Zote. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, I counted A press down, and he's going to be off soon. Restream and delay and all that. We've all been through the 90% tournament. We all know about the restream.
That's some delay. You got. I mean, we shouldn't be able to see the future or something. So sometimes, that's how it is.
Oh, Slorn coming in with the. All right,
Ah,
everyone, if you want to see AP, you can follow right here. Actually, that's
yeah.
insane. That's so cool.
Can follow his. Everyone should follow AP, of course. What a wonderful person, a wonderful runner. He has, of course, pioneered a lot of different runs. An Eternal Ordeal percent 1 mg. Is one of many runs.
Excellent.
So, what is 1 mg? You might be wondering. Yeah. What is 1 mg? So, 1
What
mg is
mask shard?
if only it is Gashard. Nah, it is major glitch. So normally, I think most people are familiar, right, Sylvie, that a lot of the runs that are popular are NMG runs, right? No major glitches and all that stuff, But what is a game without glitches? What is a game without major glitches?
Good.
Like, what is a game? Like Sylvie, what do you think would be a what do you think a game without major glitches would be? Like,
Celeste.
I mean, there's some pretty glitchy stuff, but this is a Hollow Knight event, so let's not talk about that platform.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh,
Probably something like I don't know. 4 match shards is probably the best glitchless run you'd have. Because like even
well,
any
yeah.
some.
But so 1 mg means there's gonna be one major glitch. What that major glitch is, it'll be a surprise until we get there. But first, of course, we have to go through the actual game because there's only one major glitch and not like 7 or 5. You know what I mean?
Is it too soon to explain what this major glitch is?
I can explain where we get the specific, ingredients. But for now, I think we can chill with the lovely sounds of Hellenist. Don't you?
Yes. Even though it's not playing for us at the moment, but it's okay.
I mean, I've played enough of the game to imagine it in my head. Like, I hear Conifer humming right now. I don't think that's how he hums.
I can't say I could. Yeah, so this run has gone through a number of changes in the very recent days, right?
Yeah, I mean, this run was originally conceived of as like a, as with any other meme runs, it's for fun. Because, that's what we do for speedrunning, right? Fun, right? Like, having fun, speedrunning, that's what we do, definitely. And yeah, so there's been a few recent changes, I think, due to some recent developments in recent technology in the speedruns, you know what I mean? But because of that, we also well, not really recent. It's been a few months, I would say. But it's just that it's a meme run. At the end of the day, not a lot of people are gonna run it, but the people who do run it are gonna enjoy it all the more. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure AP is hoping that at least one, maybe two people will be interested in this run after they see it presented here.
Indeed. And as you can see, the start of the run is pretty much, bread and butter of most speedruns. You get through the run and you basically fight False Knight to gain access to Vengeful Spirit, which is the first spell. Nothing really different or new, I would say. Like, it's just like going to your favorite restaurant and ordering the same thing, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, how many non-full glitch runs don't get VS?
We'll see one right after this, but...
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
But yeah, not many, because VS is definitely, or Vengeful Spirit for people who are not familiar with terminologies that speedrunners use, because we love to abbreviate a lot of things, even though so many things have the same abbreviations.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even before that, we have a bunch of different stuff. But VS is it's like the first sort of thing that gatekeeps you from a lot of different other places, right? And VS is the first thing that people kind of learn when they run any percent. I don't know how did but we're not here to talk about any percent. We're meme running. We're meme runs. No any percent.
We're memers today, people.
We're memers today. All right. No any percent. All right. Any mention of there's so many different abbreviations. But yeah, we're going through A mound or made another abbreviation. Ancestral mound. Again, nothing really different, nothing new. The aim of the run essentially is to gather all the ingredients to make the wonderful dish that is Eternal Ordeal percent 1 mg. And when we get there, you know, I mean, it'll be a surprise. It'll be a wonderful surprise, like a happy meal. So,
I mean,
gets a first spit. That was pretty good.
there is only one character in this entire game that is eternal. Just a hint. That's the only hint you're getting.
Yeah.
But now that we got VS, we're gonna do the normal thing and then head out to Green Path. We still gotta get Dash.
Yes, of course. This isn't dashless.
Mm.
I think that's not really possible either. But yeah.
But
as you can see, very much standard stuff. Not really anything different. I think.
yeah,
Going through Hallowness, getting all the souls so that we can kill the Baldur.
yeah, gotta farm up because this ain't 1-2-2-1. We gotta kill this thing.
The
Legit.
first spit. That's really good for EP. That was 2 first spits. That was a really nice one.
Oh, everyone, that there right there, that is Shirakura, the lovely person who made this layout you're watching or looking at right now. Give him a follow.
Give him a follow. Give him, you know, even a simple thanks. I think is really well appreciated. They really did, you know, so much.
They went above and beyond. Absolutely.
As always, it's always wonderful of them. So far, it's a pretty smooth run. I think nothing really. I mean, early on, I don't think there's much of a problem in like the run itself. Generally, this might be a problem at the start. The fireball skip, but AP gets through it. Of course, AP is an experienced runner. You know what I mean? Of course, no one's gonna miss the fireball skip. Like, who misses fireball skip? Like,
not
like,
me.
not me either. Like, miss fireball skip?
Never.
Second one is a bit iffy. Ooh, that was quite far. I'm surprised he made it, but yeah. So far, so smooth.
Looked very pixel perfect, actually.
That one is actually not really pixel perfect, but you kind of have to like walk slightly off, like a coyote jump. A coyote jump helps as well. But like I think like if you can get the jump, the fireballs themselves are pretty easy. Now we fight Moss Knight here. For people who aren't familiar, AP decides to go for the triple fireball instead of the standard dual fireball.
I think he tried for it. The guy just didn't jump back though.
Yeah, the guy's kind of rude sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? You want him to jump back, but sometimes some people just don't want to jump back. Yep.
Very nice quick kill.
You know, we get a lot of the Geo early on to get of course, we get all this Geo this early on because we need enough Geo to buy simply the one charm that you will generally see in most runs, which is Shaman Stone. I think anyone who's familiar with Hollow Knight speedrunning is definitely familiar with the charm Shaman Stone.
Yep, it's there's not too many runs that get it, but any run that has to fight bosses probably wants it.
Yeah. And again, SS, you know, in Shaman Stone, like simple abbreviation, right? SS.
SS. It's like you might not get it for your cartography percent run, but you know.
You're definitely gonna get cartographer percent, which unfortunately isn't gonna be shown in meme run. Is also another like today in meme run showcase. A wonderful run, you should check it out. Amongst many other meme runs that we do have and the Hollow Knight category extensions, do check it out over at speedrun.com if you ever are interested in something unique or different from the usual main board, any percent runs and all that stuff. Now that we have Dash, we have to get the next thing that most runs basically go for.
We're finally deviating from any percent though here.
No, we're not. We're not.
What?
Yes, we're not. We are. No, we are going through the same.
Oh.
We are getting.
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
We are getting Mantis Claw, Sylvie. All right. There's no. We're still inside the any percent dream. All right. We're not out of the dream yet. We're not out of the woods yet. We're still in the Matrix.
All right.
Still in the Matrix.
Oh man. I just had a factory reset, I guess. My brain just.
One pretty smooth fungal drop from EP there.
Yeah, that
Really
was
love. You'll love to see it.
static slash.
Right.
Nice.
It's getting through fungal pretty smoothly. Like it's not much, like sometimes you can like get people who accidentally miss the static slash. Static slashes are when you slash the wall, kind of like nail turnarounds. Not really, but like you basically slash the wall to like get some momentum on the opposite direction to dodge the platforms.
Ooh,
Gets
taking
hit
that
there,
damage.
unfortunately, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. AP demonstrating one of the classic
Ooh.
things: the one fireball, the E pogo, the usual. I mean, you have to do this if you're getting Mantis Claw. I feel like unless you're going for a Dash Master first, which only like misses. Mantis Pogo gonna be a bit iffy because you get the backup. Mantises are not okay. That was good. That was good. Mantises weren't really like cooperating that much, but hey, you know what I mean.
Yeah, managed to make it work.
Now that we have Mantis Claw, do you think we're gonna deviate from any percent?
No.
We're not. We're still in the Matrix, y'all. We're still in the Matrix. We're still in the Matrix, and we have to get the next thing, which is
Dream now. Oh wait.
Dream now.
Well, I
And
guess
Jungle Nail.
it's Shaman Stone. But...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't really. Well, I guess Shaman Stone, but you don't really consider that as part of like a. split,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wait. Do we get the stag?
I believe you.
Oh, we do. We do get the
You
stag.
do. You do get the stack. So this is 80% start. Literally 80% start.
We are 80% all the way today, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God. Is this really meme day? Hey, did I get did I get punked or something? Is this a trick? Come on, y'all.
We actually
come on, y'all.
wanted you back in the 80% tournament.
Which is happening right after HK6 fight in a few months, by the way. Ding dong.
we had to keep you updated because we signed you up for the current patch.
Yeah, and AP going through Crossroads, pretty easy. Again, I think this is a very simple run. The first part of the run is basically, again, collecting all the ingredients so you can make a wonderful dish. That is this run. Gets past Pressman, gets some good RNG there, but kind of like had her face the wrong way. Let's see whether he can get good RNG with the Gruzzers. Boss
Fingers
champion.
Boom.
A bit early, but misses a few again. But cleanup is like well and down.
Yeah.
Nothing much. Now we're going on to collect Shaman Stone. Again, that's the whole, and this would be the besides what do you call that? This would be the only
I wasn't gonna say anything because
we have a special guest occasionally. A cute little fox came about the commentary room, but I thought.
I'm scared myself. Hello, Paul. Oh no, we died.
Are we really gonna do this bit? We've done this bit for so long. I think we should also. Oh, gets the
Oh,
fire.
that's rough.
Oh, it's just rude. Oh, AP.
Oh no. And
Fireball.
that's
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's a bit annoying, but not too bad, I guess.
Also, are you asking me if I'm doing this bit still? I've been doing the underplat bit since the All Skills tournament.
Why we should... Guess yeah. Oh no, we died again. Ah. Oh
Whoa,
no.
no! That's okay. We'll just use it as a staircase.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Again, classic 80% runs. Nothing really different from the start.
Oh, no blue, no walking storage. This is current.
This is latest batch, like walking storage. What is that?
It's actually weird how they managed to patch that out like before anyone even really discovered it.
I mean, we're not really gonna. I mean, Team Share just changes things.
Yeah,
On a
they,
women fancy. A
they
women
really.
fancy is of a lovely red fruit.
Hmm.
Oh, cherries are actually delicious, actually, but this
They are
is
pretty good.
like
Here we are,
rash.
Dreamplats. Very completely RNG. It is there's
Yeah,
not a single like thing you can do if you fall. It's not your fault.
yeah, like there's things like platform RNG, runner RNG, finger and hand RNG.
Brain
You know, what I mean,
RNG.
like it's the usual RNG. It's a bit annoying sometimes, but well, usually you'd be able to get through the RNG without too much of a problem. But yeah, I mean, if any of you are ever bored with just watching another basically any percent run, don't worry. All right, after Dreamnail, all right, that's when we get out of the Matrix. All right, uh, we took the red pill to find out the which one is the way out of the Matrix, and yeah, that's why we get out of the dream here. You know, we're out of the dream.
All right, are you all ready to plug in or unplug? I should say,
Yeah, we're
because
gonna.
right now we're swallowing the blue pill. No, wait, the red pill. Which one?
One of the pills. I don't know. I forgot. I haven't watched this movie in like so long.
Yeah, it's been a good that seer skip. That's difficult on current patch.
Yeah, I actually like. Oh, yeah.
Little
Seer skip. Seer skip is a bit more. It's a bit like a bit tighter on current patch, latest patch because of reasons. But AP gets it done. Going through the run really smoothly. I see AP stopping time, and oh no, we're moving forward. That's I mean. That's
Mm.
also part of the run, y'all. Don't worry, it's just part of the run. Sometimes the Hollow Knight gets time powers on top of like its what do you call that, soul powers.
Was that the major glitch? No, no, it wasn't.
That was not a major glitch because that does happen to people occasionally. Getting
I
past
don't, Kuro, this is
ooh.
still 80%. Like you said we moved
No,
past it.
no, we didn't get the journal. That's not any
Hey,
percent.
you're right. All right, we're out. We're out of the matrix. I think he was.
Okay.
Wait.
Hmm?
Yeah. Never mind. No, I'm tripping. I'm. My brain. By the I've been awake for about 30 hours now. So
Oh
my brain is a
dear.
little out there. Um, but I ain't going to sleep anytime soon. I'm here all day, baby.
AP dispatching the hardest boss in the game, Gorgeous Husk. It is a very, unassuming boss. Like, you think it's not wrong, bam, ruins your runs every single
Mm.
time.
Yeah,
And
and just
we're just
lands on your face.
AP with the, Spire Climb. Alright, will AP do a unique... Oh, he missed it. That's the sad. AP actually
Oh,
developed a climb there actually. That
really?
is one of the many climbs of Spire that latest patch runners have to do because we can't be in we can't just simply skip the lever or anything like that.
Hmm.
Ooh, GHS is a bit scary, but not shouldn't be too big of a problem. Alright, like you see it now. Like GHS, I think is one of the more unique parts about LP because again, 1221 has lever skip, right?
Yeah.
So GHS is like it has all this stuff that's a bit different to it that you can't get in most 1221 carriers. And actually, there are multiple ways and methods of actually beating GHS as fast as you can. Unfortunately, AP didn't really get those methods, but it's fine. He dispatches it quite easily.
Wow,
And
actually,
that would yeah,
I didn't
sorry.
even realize we fought that guy for Chia. That's crazy. As like we're just gonna go fight Watcher Knights. We're like, wait, no.
No. Anyway, yeah, we're heading to what is next ingredient of the run, which I think people will be like, oh, where are we going? I mean, people who are familiar with Hollow Knight will know that we are gonna go grab the Monarch wings. Now, you might be wondering though, how are you gonna get the Monarch? Wait, runner, how are you gonna get the Monarch wings without what do you call that? Without C dash?
Hmm.
And this is one of the few developments that has happened in more recent times. It's just a bit of a contention, I think, by some parts of the community who dislike this. But you know what I mean? Like, well, I won't say anything. You know what I mean? We're not gonna. What do you call that? We're not gonna change anything. And there we go. Look at this huge, amazing display of skill.
Whoa!
Wait for it. And oh no!
Oh, dash!
Oh,
Oh,
no!
close. Last try. Yo, no!
Oh, Sag. That's not a problem. He can always go back to get more soul. It's fine, yeah.
So that was slope ball, where
It's
the VS slope on a slope, and you could
it's
pogo it.
Yes,
insane.
whoa. Yeah. It's a bit of a weird, like, you know, janky. Again, this is one of the many things that Team Cherry has changed, and it has unintended consequences. One of the many things that Team Cherry has changed that has unintended consequences because of the recent change, because of the changes from Fireball, and how it interacts with the walls, and like, you know, oh, did you get
That's
it?
unfortunate timing.
Oh,
No.
didn't get it. Basically, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit different, it's a bit iffy, it's a bit weird, but again, the introduction of slow ball has allowed for new different routes for different runs. One of the many, like, you know, applications of slow ball is of course the any percent latest patch, I think, who if people are interested can just check out. We had just got a new world record only a few days ago, by the Chinese runner Yiho. So, and that utilizes slow ball quite well. So if you want to check out other applications of slow ball, you can check that out on speedrun.com. And AP misses it barely, getting the just bit.
Yeah,
And that's
nice.
it. Let's go. The first try, not even close. Not
Yeah,
even close, baby. Like, first try. Let's go.
yeah, like, I just passed out. What happened at that time? I think we just like.
No, that's
lagged.
I mean, I saw a bird flying, so that's all I
Yeah.
saw for me.
Did you guys see that plane pass by?
I saw a nice little bird. I was flying up above. That's why I was like, yeah. And then I come back and first try, not even
Yeah.
close.
I'm not even close.
And now getting through Mullet Gauntlet, sometimes a bit annoying. Getting the simple key. This is for later, actually.
Yeah. For something super secret.
I think the chat probably knows, right? So.
It's a surprise.
This is gonna help us later.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Oh.
Any trans dash? People arrive?
Let's
Yo!
Trans Dash.
Trans
That's
right,
also what I
everyone.
call Trans Dash. Wonderful, cool little new tech. Actually, losing time if you miss it two times, but still cool little tech. Let's go. That's you have to check that out, chat. You know, you'll figure it out. All right. Now we're fighting a broken vessel. A bit of an annoying boss sometimes, especially with like the equipment that AP has, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. With Shaman Stone, it's generally not that difficult.
You know, I've
It's
only
just a
fought
matter
this guy with a strong kit in like all skills, so it still died a little bit. You know.
Getting through. Yep, that was pretty smooth. Really good. And yeah, this the slow ball is not a major glitch. The slow ball is very much allowed on the and no major glitches, and it is not a major glitch. I refuse to accept it as a major glitch. I'm not biased at all. I'm not trying to sway any votes or anything. All right. No vote changing here.
And here we are to collect our wings, which is an integral part of not only this run, but a new trick that was recently discovered that probably should be an
No. I mean, no, we won't say that. We won't say. Let's leave it to when the trick comes out. All right, let's leave it when the trick comes out. Let's leave it when the trick comes out. All right. That definitely is not an MG, by the way. I'm definitely not campaigning for anything. Alright, now we have wings, which is again essential ingredient, and now we will be heading back to Spire. This is why AP got the Spire Bench as well. This is kind of, again, you might think, oh, are we out of any percent matrix? Joke's on you. This is how any percent does it nowadays in latest patch. So this is technically any percent.
We are in a.
You thought we were out of the matrix. Nope. You were wrong. We still are very much in the matrix. But yeah. So we're heading towards Sanctum. One of the most lovely places of the game. I think absolutely wonderful. You know what I mean? Like, I think every speedrunner loves Sanctum. Wouldn't you agree? Sylvie? Wouldn't you agree?
It's the most streamlined, easygoing, non-RNG segment of the entire game.
Exactly. It's absolutely fun. It's consistent. It's wonderful. Like, I mean, nothing.
If you mess up, it's your fault.
Exactly. If you mess up, it's your fault. You know.
Every time.
Yeah, Sanctum's so consistent. They have a room called Heaven Room because it's so wonderful, and you always feel rewarded when you go through it. Look at that. Not even close.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, the Twister just had to say hi. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Nice
yeah. Yeah.
And now he has to deal with Soul Warrior. Usually Soul Warrior is pretty simple. Norman 1 we call him, as we like to call him, I think. The Hollow Knight community just likes to nickname so many different characters, and this one has the unfortunate name of being called Norman. Alright, poor guy. Maybe their parents didn't love him. I don't know.
mean, at least he's like just Norman. I could imagine Norman too.
Imagine that. Imagine being called the second Norman. Taj. And now we're getting into what is this room? What would people call this room?
Purgatory room.
Like, see, Heaven Room. Smooth, no problem whatsoever.
Had to hug a little bit.
Literally not a single problem here.
Yo, who's that? Yo, hey, in the background. Hey, how you doing, man? What's up?
And now, yeah, we're gonna fight Sylvester. And AP does what is known as a damage tank thing to basically set up a slightly easier salvo of damage on Soulmaster. And he gets a good stagger there, gets a good double. This is pretty nice fight. And he gets the 1 MG. Hey, you know what I mean? We love our 1 MG. You know, you gotta save your 1 MG for when it's most appropriate, you know.
Yeah.
And that was a really good fight actually. That was a wonderful fight.
Dude, that seemed like super quick, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. So schedule? Yeah, I think we can. Oh, I don't believe.
Schedule, if you scroll down on Twitch, you'll see it.
Yep. And down below we have the, I believe we should have the schedule down below. Yep, we do have the schedule below. You can look at the about page of like the channel. And AP dispatching Soulmaster quite simply, very simple, you know, not a huge problem. Very quick and easy, you know what I mean. Soulmaster is pretty simple fight, especially with Shaman Fireball, right? I think most people will be more familiar with the no shamanless, the shamanless Fireball fight or the Fury fight in 112, but in Eternal Ordeal we have Shaman, we have Fireball. It's a pretty simple fight, really. That's not much to go around.
Yeah, I mean, AP just showed how quick it can go. Definitely, it looked fun too, getting all those doubles.
Game more Geo again. Plus, you'll check it out. Right? We'll see. Right? Can AP get the fake dive? Doesn't get the fake dive. Gets that one.
Oh.
Does AP save the grub? Oh, he does not save the grub. You hate to all love to see it, depending on what you like about grubs. Alright, I'm not gonna claim any side on the grub war, alright? I'm neutral, alright? I'm neutral. I'm the Switzerland of grub saving, alright? Like, you know what
I mean, grubs are only useful to me when I need their rewards.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sag, the grub's crying in the jars. But yeah, now we are nearing full completion of the dish, this wonderful appetizer.
Oh, yummy.
But we need one more little garnish to really, and the garnish really, you know, it ties everything up together. Every single part of this run is tied together with this garnish. So it'll be very interesting.
And what would that be, Kuro?
Of course, I mean, I can't just, you know. Actually, no, we need 2 more ingredients. What am I saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is why I'm not the chef. This is why I'm not the runner here.
Just the cook.
I'm
No,
merely
the
the
waiter.
commentator. I'm the maitre d'. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. I am the. Is it maitre d'? Is that how you pronounce it? I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Is it? Okay, thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. See, chat knows. Chat. I am the maitre d'. They say, I look, you know, as you know what they would say, you know, I'm a cook of the pasta, except I don't cook of the pasta. I'm only here just to tell people how they want to eat the pasta.
To present it to them in a
I'm a presented the pasta. And now AP getting to Crystal Peak, of course. You might be wondering, why are we going to Crystal Peak? Commentators, why are we going to Crystal Peak? Oh, you'll see.
And we'll tell you, shut up and watch.
Now we gotta be nice to the customers here. AP showing off a really cool trick. Yeah, I don't think it's very quick, but AP did what was known as instant wings. The real explanation of instant wings is a bit like technical, but basically it's cool, it's fast. That's all you need to know.
It's like turning around like cancels the animation a bit or something.
Not cool. Really. It's about like if you press something about repressing the wings button at the exact moment where you're supposed to.
Yo, Pogax.
Yo, Pogax. Yo, see Pogax consistent. Amazing. AP just wonderful runner all around.
Insane.
And yeah, AP basically kind of having to wait there because of cycles.
Yo, God Cycle? No way!
No, that was Dog Cycle, not even God Cycle.
Even
though.
Better.
And AP
Intentional damage tank.
AP getting this, which is the main reason we're going to CP, because we need the final main ingredient, which is Shade Soul. You need Shade Soul. And to get Shade Soul, you need the key from Sly. And to get the key from Sly, you need another key, because the game decides, let's make this gated behind multiple keys, because this is a late game spell, blah blah blah.
But man, going out of the way just to get that key is a little cringeworthy, I'm not gonna lie.
But it is a very essential thing though. That's the thing about it. It's very essential for the 1MG. It is the binder that binds everything together. Is it actually worth it? Yes, it is worth it. Alright, do not let anyone tell you. Do not let any non-believers tell you otherwise. It is very worth it for this next part. And now we have gathered all the nice little ingredients. Now we need a little garnish to make sure everything goes together. Alright, and this is where we're going.
We haven't even got Shade Soul yet. Why are we on garnish?
I mean, we've prepared the ingredients, alright? So it's mise en place. You know what I mean? This is just mise en place. Now we just have to get everything together first.
Alright, so Dash is the boiling water, Claw is the salt that to season the water with, Shaman Stone is the pasta, and
I think Fireball is the pasta.
Fireball's the pasta. Or Shade Soul.
Fireball's Shade Soul is like the... Okay, this food analogy isn't working, right?
Parmesan?
That's why people are salty about Walking Slides. Exact. And this is the unfortunate thing that has to be called Norman 2. Why is it called Norman 2? I don't know either. Alright, it's just the second Norman. Poor dude. Alright, born.
Becomes second in one.
Came out of the womb second. Has to be called Norman 2. Right. They were twins. By the way, they were twins. I think one of them tried to eat the other in the womb. Like like one of those like twins that like eats the other inside the womb. I
Twins
think.
or not, like you can't come out at the same time. Someone's gonna come first.
Yes, someone definitely has to come first. And normal one definitely came first here. But like now we have Shade Soul, and now we can hit on to get the garnish. the lovely, the final part that makes this meme run the meme run that it is.
The green or black onions.
I think it's more of the parsley, that small little parsley. You know, the parsley on top of the pasta.
I mean, they kind of look like green onions, but black.
I guess so. You could say that. I guess
But
so.
yeah.
And now we're heading down to waterways. Wow, where are we going? Oh my god, where are we going? Where are we going, Sylvie?
This looks gross. It's like it's like a sewer.
Where are we going? We're going to get Flukes, which is the final part, and the 1mg. I will explain the 1mg with regards to Flukes once we get to the specific area which uses Flukes. It's a very fun thing.
Is it fun, or is it?
It's pretty
best?
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, look how
It's
disgusting
interesting.
this place is.
We don't have swim. Oh, we found swim a long time ago. Chat. We found swim a long time ago. And AP with a quick kill. Very nice. I love this quick kill actually. It's one of the coolest quick kills of the game.
I love how Flugelmorn doesn't stun you with her scream, unlike a lot of other bosses.
Yeah, I mean, if Flukemorn did stun people with quick screen, it would be a bit annoying.
It would be.
And now we're heading towards Godhome, of course, the home of the gods. And one of the gods being the indomitable Zot. Which is what we're gonna do for Eternal Ordeal. Alright, we're gonna kill a bunch of Zotlings.
You might think Great Prince Zote? No, silly. No.
A bunch of Zotlings.
Zotlings. The more godly Zote. And there's like 1,000 of them.
A bunch of them. AP going for the inventory drop, my king. What a wonderful strat. Amazing. And now I shall begin to explain what exactly is the 1mg. So, we all know flukes are kind of buggy, right? We all know flukes are kind of buggy, alright? We all know that. Anyone who knows what Hollow Knight speedrunning is knows that flukes are pretty buggy. And one of the things that Flukes does, especially, is this very interesting thing called kill duping. Right? Kill duping. So you might be wondering, yo, commentator, what's kill duping? It is what as the name suggests. You dupe kills. So normally this happens, I think. I'm not really sure about like the applications outside of this because I don't actually I'm not actually familiar with the thing. But yeah, basically you dupe kills. So like the whole thing is duped, and like it's like a very weird thing. You basically so the way it works for Eternal Ordeal percent, because the more things you kill, the easier and like the faster you get to the goal of Eternal Ordeal, which is 57 Zotlings. And that was a very smooth going up to this Eternal Ordeal room.
Very nice jump.
Kill duping is when you dupe kills. Exactly, chat. And here we go. So, kill duping, there are specific strats that I hope I will be able to explain. But basically, yeah. Basically, you want to kill Zone in a very specific manner, in a very specific pattern, in a very specific way, so that you can skip certain Zotlings which are detrimental to the whole, what do you call that? To the whole, Eternal Ordeal. Yeah. So you wanna... there's a bunch of Zotlings that start, that's one, and there we go, that's 1, 2, 3. You do this a bunch of times, I believe 8 hits after you do the first flukes. And then you wait, and you do this thing called inventory, like basically inventory knockback cancel, so that you can sort of be inside Zote as Zote enters, like as Zote sort of like charges at you, so that you can sort of like kill Zote with all of the flukes at once. That sort of like creates this sort of like, what do you call that, glitch of kill duping. So like as you can see, we started with 1, and now after killing Zote once, we killed to 3. So the same thing when I get to 57 fast. So AP is gonna try sort of like, and there we go, instantly 19. We killed Zerd 19 times, and the whole point is to get to these turret Zotlings because turret Zotlings are the easiest.
34!
It goes very fast. It goes very fast. You won't even realize. And for
48! Wait, this is insane! Look at all those masks! That was crazy!
And there we go. We're at That's GG. That is GG. Let's see how far. Yeah, AP can actually take this very far. But basically, that's how you go. That's GG. Eternal Ordeal done. Super fast, super quick.
That's so cool.
96. Very simple. It's a very technical thing. If you want to know more, you are free to actually, check out AP. And he dies, but that's GG. That is Eternal Ordeal percent 1 mg. Now we're gonna try to get AP into the comms box
so
to see. Now we're gonna get AP for some, finishing comments, because of course this was a wonderful run. Huge RNG, huge, insanely huge.
Yeah, that was so cool. Thank you so much, AP.
Hello, AP. How are you? How do you feel about the run?
I'm feeling really good. Like, the slope ball was a little bit rough, but I'm very happy I got Eternal Ordeal first try.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was so cool.
That was very good. That was very fast. Yeah, AP, you want to give like a short explanation about kill duping, because I did not have the chance. You did it very fast. I really didn't have the chance to really tell what kill duping is.
Yeah, it's pretty complicated, but the idea is you want to kill one of the Zotlings with multiple flukes at the same time. So what I'm trying to do with that, each fluke is doing 4 damage since they don't have Shaman Stone, so I need to make sure that each fluke has ideally less than 4 health, but just as close to that as we can get. So I'm like very precise with counting my nail hits and trying to keep track of damage on the Zotlings, which I want to do the kill dupes for. And there's some like quirks for it where if you skip past certain numbers, it skips the triggers for certain types of Zotlings to spawn. So by doing it the way that I do, I skip past it from ever spawning the like fat Zotlings that jump around and do the shock waves, which makes everything a lot easier. And yeah, it works on 1.4 and 1.5.
That's amazing.
That was really good. That was really fun. Like, that was pretty. We had a bit of a problem with, again, like you mentioned, slow ball. Could you say more about that, like, small problem, like just not getting enough height, or?
Yeah, so there was a few things. The very first time I got it, it definitely would have worked. I just dashed the wrong way.
Yeah.
I'm not super used to playing at 50 FPS, so I'm gonna blame it on that.
Runner RNG.
Yeah.
Spike RNG. There was some spike RNG.
Exactly. There's also some. What I kind of noticed while practicing is if I try to shoot the fireball at like the max height from the pogo, it does the like really fast slope, where you can't pogo on it. So I was trying to like wait just a tiny bit before shooting the fireball, and I wasn't getting enough height from it. So yeah, it took a few tries, but got in there.
So for anyone now maybe interested in trying this category themselves, do you have any advice that you'd like to give to them?
Yeah, so I have like route notes written for it, and I explain like in pretty decent detail how to do the fluke stooping. And if you want to like practice it, doing it in a save file with more health and like more soul definitely helps. But it's pretty fun, like, and it's easy to just keep doing attempts at it. Here, let me post the route notes if anybody is interested in them.
I'm sure AP would love a bit of competition in this category.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It is definitely something you don't normally see these things, I think, in most speedruns. So this is like, again, one of the reasons why we also have meme day, to showcase some of the runs that you normally wouldn't see, I think, in like most YouTube videos or like most like big things. But these are all part a wonderful part of the community that we all are part of and love so much that we all do hope that if you are interested, you know what I mean, if you are very much interested in these fun runs, these different runs that aren't like the usual runs, do check it out. We are on the, we have the Discord. We also have speedrun.com. Speaking of interesting runs, I think the next run, the next showcase, I think will be a very fun and interesting run. Wouldn't you agree,
Yeah,
Sylvie?
you're at all interested in getting into meme runs, this is probably a really good one to start with, and a very popular one, so there'll be lots of help as well. And it's so fun to watch too.
Yeah, it is 4MS, one of the most actually competitive meme runs actually. And it's a very short run actually. World
Mhm.
record being around I believe 7 minutes and 40, is it 45? I can't believe, I don't remember exactly. That is for latest patch. I believe for 1221 it is 7 minutes and 30 something seconds. I can't remember the exact timing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
it
uh,
it will be a very fun run, and I do hope that y'all can stick around for that. But for now, that is all from myself and Sylvie, and that's all from AP again. Do follow Apress. You can find his name on the title there. Eternal Deal Percent Showcase by Apress. Just put your mouse over the title, and you can see his profile. Do follow him. A wonderful runner and a wonderful person who is more than happy if you want any questions, to feel like like he is more than happy to answer. Don't you,
Yeah,
would you say
sure.
so? Yeah.
And before I go, I just want to give quick shout outs to Fruno for helping out with the route notes for this. Because Fruno helped me route it with the slow ball. Because I hadn't really rerouted for that since it was discovered. So yeah, thanks for helping out with that, Fruno.
In a wonderful example of community coming together to have fun.
Right.
Because this is slow ball is definitely super fun.
yeah.
Shout out to Fruno as well, wonderful person. But yeah, that is all from me and Sylvie. I'm pretty sure you all probably getting tired of me myself. Me specifically. I don't know. But yeah, for now, I'll leave you all to the wonderful sounds of the Hello Nest OST. And again, I hope you all enjoy the rest of the meme day. All right, thank you so much.
See you soon.